Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another edition of Adesope Live, the official Afrobeats podcast, where I break down the hot topics in the studio. And most recently, I've just been sitting down with superstars in the building, breaking their stories too. Before we get into it, big shout outs to everybody subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting. The profile has gone through the roof, and we appreciate the support, so keep it coming. Once again, I'm at the Afro Media Studios live in London. Shout out to the entire team, LM Media. But that aside, I'm joined by a superstar in the building, somebody I'm a big fan of. He's made music that has completely transcended, crossed over from Lagos, United States to America, LA, New York, London. My brother, listen, this brother is having a great time. Yeah. Enjoy one of the princes of Afrobeats, Afropop. It is Joeboy Pandey.
Yeah. Finally, listen, I am here.
Finally, we've been talking. We had the Instagram live interviews. We've always communicated from day one. I've been a massive fan from the minute you walked through the gate. How are you doing now? You look like a superstar already. The money's long, my brother.
We did try now. We thank God. We thank God for the blessings, the uncountable blessings. Yeah, I'm great. Feel good. Happy to be in London. Lovely weather at this time. Because the last time I was here, I did not like it.
It was very cold, right?
It was too cold.
And it looked like you came in just for like a short period of time at that time. You weren't here for long.
Yeah, I think I was in London like twice in 2019. The second time I was like 5 days. I was like, nah, I'm going back to Lagos. Because it was too cold. I couldn't do much. Like everybody was just indoors and stuff and just recording.
I know the pandemic was, it almost put a stop to everything. It put a stop to the music business. However, from the minute you started to drop the big records, your music always found it easy to go, through the internet and touch everywhere in the world. Yeah. When the pandemic hit and it was done on everybody that we were going to be sitting down for a while, did you think, maybe I could take a rest, or you thought, damn, not this time? What was the first?
I was like, not this time, because it was a shock. Nobody saw it coming. Like we planned, we had our plans, and we didn't have like the pandemic or a lockdown in mind. So like that happening, we just kind of like set everything back a bit. We were like, how we want to take around this thing like this? And it was kind of depressing for a point, because I was just at home, because 2019 I was out and about, I was everywhere. And imagine I have to stay indoors for like 2 months because of the lockdown and like no live shows. Then we had to start doing like virtual shows, and it just didn't really feel like connecting to the crowd like one-on-one. And it was a bit off, I can't lie. I'm happy that time has passed.
That time has passed. The funny thing is, when I look at, especially you now, how you've grown in the last 2 years, from the outside looking in, there's a lot more confidence you're displaying. You believe in your art a lot more. Talk to me about that.
For a fact, when I blew up, I was not expecting it. I don't think I was prepared for it. At that point, like it just happened. Like we were just like putting our music. Not like we wanted to like pop off and blow off, but we didn't expect it to be on that magnitude.
Facts.
So fast. Yeah, so I had to grow into it.
What was that like when, like you said, the record just took a life of its own, and you're here knowing that you also have to match that record. You have to develop yourself as a musician, as a performer, as a personality, as a celebrity. What were the things that you had to go through to kind of bring yourself to this phase? How did you manage, closing that gap?
Well, thankfully, shout out to the OGs, like respect to the OGs, like Mr. Easy, Techno, like I used to call Techno, like, bro, so I would do this thing, like, normally, and I used to hang around them a lot, and so I just started, like, learning and seeing how I could handle stuff,
I've spoken to you, a couple of times recently, and you've mentioned Techno a few times. And I'll be honest with you, I'm a personal fan of Techno Miles. I think he's one of the great geniuses from the continent of Africa, not only as a musician, a producer, but an incredible, talent. But not many musicians speak of him the way you do?
Nah,
Talk to me about...
For me, technically, one of my favorite people, in the music industry, and that was serious facts. Because when Baby blew up, beginning blew up, techno reached out, were like, yo, your sound is beautiful, and that's those kind of statements coming from people that you actually love and respect in the game, just means a lot. And he used to carry me along. I used to go and visit him, and we just chill and we just talk.
No
and he was
way.
so free, an elder brother. Was so free and so cool, and just used to advise me yo, just take it easy, don't overthink this thing, make your music, enjoy yourself. Yeah, and we've been in touch since then.
No way. Yeah. I mean, techno is kind of quiet. A lot of people don't see him or even communicate with him. I caught up with him in the States and it was love, but a lot of people don't hear him or see him. And to hear someone that constantly is in communication with him, that's fantastic.
No, techno is an amazing person. Facts.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. Now, you said something there that I've heard you say a couple of times. Don't take things too seriously. Don't you overthink it.
Yeah.
In the music business, especially with young artists coming up in the game, people have so many expectations. Your social media following has to be about 1 million. You need about $20 billion to be able to promote. You must be so sexy that you must have money. But it looks like you've always come from an angle of, let's just do it.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that.
Because for me, there'll always be standards that people project onto you. That one is standard. I don't think you should take that personally. Just do your thing. People would say, oh, you're too this, you're too that, you're too... don't worry. As long as you know where you're coming from and you know where you're going and you're growing and you know that you're growing and you're honest with yourself, you're good. You're good. The one way you don't know, you go know. You go know. That is just fact. The one way you don't know, you go know. I'm down. That's my own motive. I just keep going. Disregard any negative comments or because most of the time, one of my mottos is I don't take it personally if I don't know you personally. That's my own if insult me.
I don't take it personally
if I don't know you personally.
If I don't know you personally.
Yeah. The only way I'll press P, maybe somebody says something, is if I know the person, because I believe that you should know better. You get me? But if I don't know the person personally, I know that you don't know me, then you can have your own perspective or the way you see me. And that is fine. I can't take it personal.
Wow.
That's just it for me.
Now, what about, at this time, Afrobeats and Afropop culture is enjoying, there's a new school movement that's crazy.
Yeah.
You, Fireboy, Oxlade, Rema, the list goes on and on.
Choke.
How do you avoid looking over the fence to see what the neighbor's doing and kind of don't, because a lot of people are looking at what the other guy's doing and now comparing it to themselves. Maybe I should be this and that. How are you stopping yourself from doing that? I
think doing that is really, really distracting. Because it can actually take you off your goals and your focus. Because at the end of the day, nobody can be no matter. And you can't be like anybody.
Facts.
Because the factors involved in their processes are different. You don't know what they do at night. You know what they do in the morning. People have their own different processes. So comparing or trying to be like somebody else is a waste of time, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a waste of time. So me, I was never on that wave trying to look at what the next person is doing. If I love what you're doing, I'll reach out to you, I'll text you, I'll appreciate it that, I gbadu wetin they do. I'll post it. Me, I don't have time to be, for me, if I love something, I'll reach out to the person and I'll post it. No biggie. If there's something to learn from it, I learn from it and I move. Yeah.
I know you talked about, education, going to university, graduating, thinking you were going to be a banker. And then obviously the music became the business, the goal, the dream. When that junction came, where you were going to have to choose music professionally and spend more time with it, even though it was no bread on the table and nothing coming through. What was that like for you personally and the people that love you? I'm talking about the family. Obviously, we all know where we're coming from. Yeah. This kid is finished university, he's done very well at school, he's done all he's supposed to do. Now he wants to become a musician.
Okay. Personally, for me, it wasn't a tough decision. For me, even for my parents, because I think most of the time, reason why parents are not really in support of of their children chasing a particular like career.
Yeah.
Is maybe because they've not witnessed anybody in person that was actually successful from that.
Facts.
Yeah, so fun fact, Nice.
Yes.
Before he blew up, my parents' name.
No way.
Yeah, like
Congrats on Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
Like we're still in touch. Like before.
No way.
My parents' name and they used to see how he used to like go to studio and stuff, and they knew he was a musician, but at that point, being a musician wasn't like
it wasn't cool.
The cool thing. And next thing, Nice blows up. Like he's everywhere, continental, worldwide, and everything. So that just like I think that just made them believe that okay, if my child wants to do this, I believe that I can be successful at that too. Yeah.
What area I know you mentioned, is it Bariga?
Yeah, Akoka Bariga.
Talk to me about Akoka Bariga.
Yeah, so I was born in Surulere.
Yeah.
I was born in Surulere. At age of 2, we moved to Akoka. Akoka is like really, really close to Bariga, so I had friends in Bariga, so we just like, it was just Akoka Bariga. That's where I grew up. My teenage years and everything was Akoka Bariga. Yeah.
What was it like?
It was fun. Akoka was like, Akoka is like a mix. I don't know how Akoka is right now. I've not been there in the pits, I can't lie. but back then it was like a mix of like the good and like it was like the rich and like low income families. Like there was always a mix. So I had like the best of both worlds. It was fun. Freestyle came from Akoka. Yeah, freestyle came from Akoka. Nice came from Akoka.
Wow.
ID Kabasa, so...
Oh, the Olamide Bariga.
Olamide too. So, because even like, Olamide shot the video for Enidro in my hood.
So everybody was around.
So we were so proud. I remember that day, we were looking for Monster. I was there. I was looking in the mirror. I said, see Olamide. Like fast. Like, we're so proud. I guess it represents like, when it was so crazy that if Olamide video was playing on TV, everybody would call each other, yo, videos playing now. I said, my street be that. You know, see my street for there. They don't show your street like stuff. Like, it was just like fun. And there was this like feeling of pride. Pride and a feeling of community. And it was just like special to me. So big shout out to those that came before us. They gave us like the vim.
Exactly.
Go for it.
That's what I wanted to say. Having those superstars that have gone on to do incredible things come from your hood also will give the young cats the inspiration that it can work no matter what, the area, the surroundings are, the difficulties are. Yeah. We can still get out of this place. Yeah. And what about you? You said it's been a minute since you've been back at Akoka. Do you have plans to just go out there?
Definitely, I have plans. I remember the last time when I dropped the album SBBM, I went there. I went like deep into Bariga. I was there for like the whole day, just interacting with people, flexing everybody, we're vibing, just enjoying and just like catching up. It was a very, very emotional moment. I think I'm going to go back very, very soon. Yeah, and my plans, definitely. I like intend to do like some community projects, like. I want to visit schools around that area, around that region, just like encourage them because some kids still feel like they are not bankers, lawyers. And I'm not undermining if you want to be a banker,
that's fine. You could be
do anything you want to do. But some kids are so creative, but they are so like limited. They feel limited. They feel like if I don't go this way, I might not be successful and stuff like that. So I just want to encourage them. And shout out to social media has made things like really, really easier. So that's one of my plans. Yeah.
You talk about social media not for the first time. You mentioned the importance of the use of social media. A story that was interesting that I saw recently from you was the fact that at the time when you posted the Shape of You cover, you had 500 followers on Instagram, but you posted that and that ultimately changed your life. Talk to me about...
Changed my career path. So, I was in year 2 Unilag, University of Lagos. My friend calls me like, have you heard this song, Shape of You? I was like, nah. I was like, check it out, Sharon Shape of You. You should make a cover to that song. Then I listened to it. The next day I went to the studio to make Oxygen Mix. Like, okay, let's record this. I recorded it. Then, like, how are we going to put this out? Like, we should try Instagram and make a video. Just like a random video, just make a video. Because we knew that if we post an audio, people might not really catch on. So we decided to make a video. We had no cameras. I remember we had to use like an iPhone 5. And just to make the video stable, we stuck like 2 rulers to the back of the phone. God damn it. Just to stabilize it. And it was as if everything was going wrong that day because I remember I was trying to have my hair cut and then NEPA took light. So I was like, what is going on? So I said like, nah, I'm going to do this thing today. I wore a hat, used it to cover my hair because my hair was looking rough. The lighting wasn't proper enough, so I had to stand by a window.
To catch the sun rays.
Where the sun was shining on my face. And we just shot it. We just shot the video and we put it out. No plans, no like we didn't have any
promo,
we didn't have nothing.
Booster budget, nothing.
No budget. So we posted it. Okay, next year, we just really catching on, like, people started tagging people and stuff, because then on my page, I used to have up to, like, maybe, like, 50, 20 likes, and I started having, like, 500 views in less than a day. I was like, this is looking nice, The next thing, a friend of mine calls me again, like, yo, I'm going to send these videos to a bunch of, like, celebrities. And I'm like, don't worry, I've sent it to them. They will not see it. They might not see it. I sent
into people's DM.
I sent the videos to everybody. Any celebrity I could remember at that point, I sent to everybody. And she was like, don't worry, I'll send it. She didn't argue with me. I told her, like, don't bother. She didn't argue. And next thing, like, a couple of days later, I get a call from my friend again. And he's like, yo, what's up? Mr. Eddie just commented on your page. I'm thinking it's a prank. Like, you know, friends, I'm prank. I'm like, don't prank me. I'm too hungry for this. Don't prank me. Because I was actually hungry at that point. It's like, I'm too hungry for this. Don't prank me. Then I go to check. I see his verified handle. Like, this is special. Then I thought I was hungry, right? Then the hunger disappeared.
Bam! Excitement.
I was so excited, because funny enough, a couple of days before that, I posted Mr. Easy's picture on my page. I'm like, one of my favorite artists. I had no idea I was going to ever talk to him.
Within a couple of days. And then, while I'm still thinking of what to say to him in DM, he sends me a message that, yo, I love your sound. I don't blow.
Then, next thing, while I'm still looking for something to say, it's not like, do you want $5,000 or do you want me to shoot a video for you and promote the song?
I hope you didn't ask your friends, because your friends would have said, let's take the money.
I asked her, like, oh, God, take the money. Like, take the money. Say, if Mr. Easy forget you tomorrow, what's he going to do? Like, he doesn't owe you anything. Just take the money. Take it right now. Take the money.
I know that. I've got those type of friends.
And that felt like a tough decision, because as at then, I didn't have I don't think I had up to 5,000 naira in my name. So imagine being offered $5,000. And I was like, big money to me. But I just thought that I was like, nah, this is going to make more sense in the long run. Like, it might sound like not a too wise decision to make at that point, but I was like, nah, whatever, I'm going to do it. And I did. So I told him, in a couple of months later, it wasn't like towards the end of the year that we finally like made the song and shot the video and put it out. And that song ended up becoming Faji.
Wow.
Featuring Mr. Easy. And in a couple of months later, we dropped Baby.
So you basically went from a cover on Instagram to a debut song featuring one of the biggest superstars in African popular music.
Yeah.
And within 3 months had one of the biggest songs in Afrobeats, basically.
Yeah.
God damn it. So you must have gone from trying to get girls' numbers within 4 months to girls crying at your shows.
On whammy.
One thing I wanted to ask you, especially to speak on, is for the young ones today, where they have social media, but they're trying to just post pictures of looking cool and swagged out, whereas they're trying to make music and become popular. And they think that 200 or 300 social media followers is not enough for them to do something with.
Okay, I'd say, like, on the come up, I'd say it's more important, like, your work is more important than your appearance on the come up. Like, it's, like, really, really important, because I'll be honest, it's somewhat annoying when, like, somebody DMs you, or a younger artist DMs you, like, please check out my, or just sends you a DM like, please support me or something, and you go to check their page and all you see is just, like, pictures.
Facts.
Cute pictures. Like, it's not really encouraging. So I'd say, like, focus on the work. I'm not saying, like, it's okay to be cool, but let there be a balance. Let them it show.
Work.
Let it show that, okay, the work is actually more important, and you just don't want to look the part, but you're actually the part. Yep.
Again, I've said you've pretty much come from nothing to hit singles after hit singles.
Yeah.
Now the whole world knows who Joeboy is. There's Baby, there's Beginning. For every hit single you have, is there a different pressure to make another one? Because now, if I'm part of management, I see manager flexing, she's shining and grinding, there has to be some sort of pressure like, listen, this lifestyle must not end, Joe.
Well, fair enough. But I don't like to think about it that way when I'm actually making music. I like to let it come naturally because when you go into the studio with the mindset of I want to make it, it can actually limit your creativity. It can really limit your creativity. Like most of the songs that I would call my hit songs, I did not have to think that I want this to be a hit. I was just creating freely, no pressure. I want to record song, I want to drop next week or next month. I just record. And that's why it's really, really important to just keep recording. Whether it's raining or the sun is shining, just keep recording as much as you can. That way, selecting a hit song
will
be much more, or should be much more easier. Yeah.
Writing, you've also talked consistently about your ability to write, to instrumentations and stuff like that. How did you discover that talent? Were you, somebody that wrote in private or this just came whilst you started making music?
So for me, I started off from just making covers of popular songs. So if I heard a popular song, I'd be like, okay, if I was the owner of the song, how would I sing it? So I just used to write based off the ideas of those popular songs. Then I moved on to downloading free beats on YouTube and stuff and trying to write to those ones too. And there's one thing I used to do on my phone, VN. I still did VNs on my phone.
Voice notes.
Voice notes, yeah. I just record choruses. If it comes to mind, I record choruses and stuff. And then instrumentals, call producers, semi-instrumentals, whether I need to record or not, I'm always on one instrumental area, just trying to create something.
Do you feel comfortable telling your stories or stories that you observe around you? Which one is more comfortable?
I think it's both. There are some stories of mine that I don't think it's time yet to. I don't think it's time yet because it's going to shock a lot of people.
Oh my days, all those 6 girls at the same time.
Exactly. So, but at some point, it's going to very, very soon self-automatic. Very, very soon, it's going to get to that point. So sometimes it's about my story. It could be somebody else's story that I witnessed. Or it could be a story that just made up in my head. Yeah.
Now that obviously, the success has come, you're touring around the world, what was the first trip that you made that you were by yourself thinking, wow, this music has actually brought me here?
Yeah,
what was that moment that you felt that?
When I had a couple of bookings in East Africa, June 2019. Yeah, June 2019. And then Baby just started picking up in Niger.
But Uganda
already number one.
Yeah.
I remember I met Altins then, and he told me that where are you from? I was bro, I'm in Niger boy now. Because I just say you be East Africa, and I said no, I'm not East Africa. I said, guy, say for that side. But that's they play your song they actually a Ugandan artist, and I just really appreciated that. And next thing, I got a couple of bookings in East Africa. I'm still wondering that they really know these songs, or it's just hype. There's always that anxiety because I've never been there before, ever. Then I get there, and the song plays. People are screaming. People are screaming on top of their lungs. And wow, you don't need bill. So yeah.
One of the, I think of guys like yourselves, that have come up in the game that had, found it difficult at some time, that the money was low and stuff. But now that you're starting to see finances, how has it reflected on your family? What are the things that you've done that makes you feel so proud that, thank God for this music?
Everybody's balling, everybody's chopping up.
Everybody's flexing.
Most people say, there's a flex, there's a vibe. They're just vibing, they're bubbling, I got them a car.
That's amazing.
I'm about to get them a house.
Come on, talk. What's your position in the family?
I'm the last one.
No way.
Yeah.
You're the baby of the house.
Technically.
So you're basically the sports one.
I was sports.
Yeah, you sure?
I was, but I think there's this idea that the last one was sport. I wasn't sport. I wouldn't say, Miriam, do I seem sport?
Yeah, listen.
Like, do I seem sport?
Be honest, like, no way, bro. You listen. Nah, I've got one.
Like,
yeah. So they made sure you are on top of things.
Yeah. Like I don't think I was that. I'm not that sports last one. Nah,
so how many older ones do you have?
3 other ones.
Boys or girls?
2 other brothers, 1 elder sister. Yeah.
Yeah, the guys are always gonna be tough on the last one, to be honest.
They're actually cool.
Yeah.
We're so cool.
So everybody's enjoying their younger brother. So are you the only one in the creative industry?
No. My elder brother is like into like stage and live band management and stuff like that. And instrumentals and stuff.
So
yeah. It was teaching me how to play the guitar when I was way younger, but I think I took that for granted at that point.
Now you'll be thinking like, man, I need this.
But now I'm learning by myself. I'm learning on YouTube and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, because now how important, as a musician, how important is it for you as a live musician to maybe add other elements, maybe instrumentation or other elements to your stage performance?
Yeah, I think it makes it like really, really special, especially, and that's why I've really started to enjoy like performing with the live band, because it makes it more dynamic. Like you can always like adjust. Like now I could sing Baby on a beginning beat and it's going to add up. I don't think that's something you can easily do on like a DJ set.
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah, you can't flip it.
Yeah, you can't really flip it that way. Like I can actually extend my sets. I can add another verse to Baby and I can just keep elongating. I can do sing-alongs and stuff while the beat is still playing. Even while I'm talking, instrumentalists start playing. And so it just makes it more beautiful to watch. Yeah.
Talk to me about rehearsals.
Yeah.
How much work goes into that to become that comfortable?
Yeah.
To be able to do anything. Yeah. I experienced you perform and you kept going back on a record and turning it upside down here and there. And that obviously has to come from a lot of rehearsals. Yeah,
rehearsals are so important. It helps keep everyone on the same page. Like, so there are signals that the audience will normally not notice. Like, I could snap my finger, I could raise my tune. Let me see you raise your hands up. You might think I'm talking to you, but I'm referring to the band. Exactly. So they actually get that and stuff. So those kind of things, like, rehearsals make it easy. Yeah.
Well, during the pandemic, you dropped your debut album.
Yep.
An incredible piece of work. I've continued to listen to it. Door, Count on Me, Focus, O'Shea, Lonely. Listen. I'm on that project like crazy. Was there a relief when you delivered that to the world?
Serious relief. Because that album was a long time coming. Like, I wanted to drop that project early 2020. Like, we already had it planned out, then pandemic came. So that definitely caused a delay. Then, time passes, you keep on recording songs and keep adding and stuff, and I had to keep adjusting. And I intended to drop it like the last quarter of 2020. Then NSARS and stuff. You pushed
it to the early part of 2021.
Yeah, it just did not feel like the right time to put it out at that point. And I pushed it to 2021, and I was so relieved because, Twitter people.
When are you dropping this album?
They
act like they pay for the studio sessions.
Is that with that? But people feel like, I promise you, every artist wants the best for himself. To people I think
we feel like you guys are just wasting our time.
Yeah, we are not. But we have to plan it properly. If you just drop an album when you're not, you just drop an album and last or something like that. You get me? So you actually have to take your time with things like that. And I was just so relieved that it was finally out.
And were you happy with the results from the project?
Yeah. I had a couple of hits. Door, Show Me, Focus, Lonely, Celebration. Yeah, it's a great album. Absolutely. Anytime, any day.
Absolutely, man. Then obviously you went on tour off of the proceeds of course, the results of the album.
Yeah.
You were all around the United States to America.
Yeah, that was fun.
What was that like, headlining your first American tour? I was following you very closely. I'll message you, send me the video from yesterday night. Let the people here see the whole thing.
Yeah.
I was stoked. I was very happy to see so many of you guys having successful tours at the same time. What was the experience like for you?
It was hectic.
Going from city to city?
Going from city, there was one time I almost gave up. It was so hectic. Like painkillers were my best friend. Like if I just started feeling down, I would just pop painkillers. Like I used to relax first and stuff. But it was fun. It was hectic but fun.
What about the after parties? What were the after parties like?
After parties.
What were those? What was the crazy stories? Did any girl pop up in your room that you were unexpected? What's happening, my brother? Talk to me.
Miriam had a lot of blocking to do.
Man, listen, we need to speak to management. Listen, Miriam, we're gonna need you to relax.
Miriam, I had a lot of blocking to do.
No way, because those girls were going.
No. It was crazy. Like even on stage, like where I used to call like them to come and dance on stage.
They were going for it. This is my moment.
They were going in, saying things into my ears and stuff like that. But me now, I just guys they calm, you know.
No way.
Keep it professional.
God, I think one of the if to say you had your boys with you rather than
I had my boys.
Your boys will be running different.
I had my boys with me. They probably had fun, but I was just focused on the work.
You were focused on the work.
Yeah.
During the time when you were on the tour, obviously with a lot of ladies and stuff like that, were you in a relationship at that time or were you single? Wow, that must have been harder.
No, focus now. It's love now. It's love and commitment. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Love and commitment. Listen, I listen to a lot of you young guys nowadays, and I've got to first of all commend you guys.
Yeah.
The brave, you guys are so brave. Like, no, I'm not in a relationship, and the other girl knows. They know that you're not in a relationship. How do you communicate these things? Because we didn't have the balls when I was growing up to be able to say them things there to a woman that, listen, this is not boyfriend, girlfriend.
Yeah. I think like I say Gen Z are more like open and honest and more like communicative. Like it just like
and nobody's fighting, nobody's crying, nothing like that.
No. Some will dispute that, but I think it's important to set things straight from the beginning. So no party will feel like they've been like scammed or used or something like that. So just come clean from the beginning. Yeah.
The whole world's learning from the Gen Z now. Yeah. Come clean from the beginning. The beginning to fall.
Like you don't have to lie and say I love you, baby, because you're trying to.
What you want to jet?
Just come clean. Like, and if she's not with it, let it go. Don't worry. There's definitely somebody that will be with it. You're a human being. Like there has to be somebody that likes you. So you don't have to lie to get
the album. You've had singles. You had the one with, of course, DJ Neptune that smashed the world. You had Baby, completely tore the world up. You dropped your album, went on tour. Boom! There comes alcohol.
Amazing.
My brother. Seriously. Another monster hit.
I'm still saying like that song is still going to do wonders.
It's great.
It is, but what that song is going to do is going to like surpass my expectations. I just know it's deep in my chest.
Was that a personal story?
Yeah, personal. Yeah, so I recorded this song June 2021. Wow. June 2021, I was in Ghana. I don't know, at that point I was in a bad, not like I was in a bad, I was just not like excited.
Yourself.
Yeah, I was not myself. I will say that. I was not myself. And I was sipping wine because I like wine a lot, sweet wine. I was sipping wine. And I had a thought that why do most people drink continuously, like back to back? And it occurred to me like they just want to feel good. Yeah, because problems, there's nobody in this life that doesn't have like one issue to deal with on another. Like that, I think that's just the way life is. You can't escape it.
Absolutely.
So, and sometimes you need a break or an escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of the time people go overboard with it. Yeah, can't deny that. And so I just thought about like, why do people drink? Yeah, because they want to turn up. They don't think about bad things anymore. They want to feel good. And that kind of like brought up the chorus. That's why I sip my alcohol. I don't want to reason bad things no more. I don't want to go back to where I did before. So that was just it. And that chorus, the chorus was like the first thing I wrote about the song before I even started writing the verses.
Wow.
And the second verse was the first verse. But like, no, I don't want to come in too emotional. Hard. Yeah, too like emotional or coming with like a low energy vibe. Like, you get me? So I decided to make that the second verse. And I just like, okay, let me think of something. We not go far. We are go. We go win. You go no. Like anybody would connect to that. Nobody wants to fall.
Yeah.
We all want to win.
Blessings follow, man.
And we all want blessings. So that's just kind of like, just make sure that kind of like captured people's attention. Then you get to the chorus, amazing second verse, and yeah.
Listen, man, the record obviously became a smash record. I saw you performing it in, I think it was Kenya. There was a video that I saw, I think it was Kenya, where the whole place just went crazy. Yeah. Man. Those moments, you can't even sing your song. You
just let them do it, and you just like, I think it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best highs ever. Like, there's a kind of feeling like that energy, all that positive energy directed towards you. It's just beautiful.
2022.
Yeah.
New record out now.
Yep.
It's starting the summer and probably gonna start a new season for Joeboy.
Gonna be big.
Contour. Talk to me about that record.
Yeah, big shout out to Tempo, the producer. I produce alcohol too. Yeah, so this song is like on heartbreak song and with good vibes. Like I said the other time, like heartbreak song with good vibes. And I wrote this song like after the tour. I had the idea for the song like after the tour, and Tempo sent me an instrumental, and I just decided to like go in on it. It's a very, very beautiful. Like, I just love the beats. For me, I just love the beat. I was like, okay, this sounds special, this sounds different. And like I said, I'm in a very, very experimental phase. I just want to like try new stuff and broaden my sound. And that song is so beautiful. In case you've not heard of it, it's titled Contour. Go check it out.
Go check it out. Listen, I'm excited for this new phase for you. You've talked about new projects coming. I know that a lot of people are going to be looking forward to that. You also shared that techno is going to be on one of them.
Yeah.
Exactly why I said, you've mentioned techno a couple of times, and I'm very, very stoked at that.
Yeah.
We love Contour. I'm a huge fan of yours. Shout out to the entire team, from, Mariam to the Empower, the Easy. Shout out to everybody, Canada, Lagos, London, New York, LA.
Worldwide.
And all the private girls that are inspiring the love songs that you're making happening. But again, listen, I'm very happy to see you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm a big fan, and we're going to keep pushing this Joeboy movement. There are levels to go.
Yeah.
Okay, my brother, ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the incredible Joeboy!